Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Away to get us going here. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using his legs, it's Selden. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ayamaleva. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball in the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line.
Down he goes, a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with his sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that.
Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Trying to extend the play. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Can he make it to the marker? It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field.
Hey, some good solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking for some space. It's ETN. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
He hands it off from the gun. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Dogs hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Snags a quick throw. Touchdown, Georgia. Strong game by this quarterback. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Extra point splits the uprights. Bringing it out, it's Lewis. Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounced back from that right away. Handoff to the back. That one moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to pass. It's Ayamaleva. Defense is... Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
They'll run it to the left. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking downfield. It's Ayamaleva. Receiver makes the catch. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Oh, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
That's caught. It's White.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. With the catch, it's McGowan.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And the Volunteers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. There's the handoff. He's got room looking for the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
It's third down after that run. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. That's a design quarterback keeper. Across the 45 now. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Dropping back. It's Holstein. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
The Dogs will crank up the tempo. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh. gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Caught over the middle. It's White. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Here's the second down play. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Scanning the field. It's Ayamaleva. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Back to their 11-yard line. It's 2nd and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the 2nd quarter. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Ayamaleva. He's running out of time here. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Vols will have to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. When you get back, it's Frazier. And they've got the returner corralled. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here on 1st and 10. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. One more play before they head to the locker room. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And that one is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Vols will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
An empty backfield on 2nd and short. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They're going to run it. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds room at the 30. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Catch made on the left side. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Running out of time in the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Brought down short of the end zone at the 3. So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback in a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. It's a quick grab. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, a great throw and a 1st down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, and some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Keeping it on the ground here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw. It's Ayamaleva. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down. That puts him over 150 yards today. Kirk, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now, in a rivalry game, to be able to do this, well, it says a lot about him.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space and still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw here.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back to pass. It's Holstein. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's White. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. He pulls in the catch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols. And momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. I mean, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And they tack on the extra point. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
Hey, that's what you're looking for right now as an offense. Nice big chunk play like that. Moving the ball now into plus territory. Keep looking for those big plays downfield and hope to be able to get the ball into the end zone.
Caught over the middle. It's Etienne. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Quick completion to the tight end.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up the first down. Good job with this defense to keep that clock moving.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
First down, looking to throw the football. He breaks free. Scrambling around now, looking downfield.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pulls it in. It's White. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and his quarterback, being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Gets made on the out route. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Tennessee. This quarterback on fire today. And now they'll set up for the point after. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch, signaled for and taken. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, try to get some consolation points here. He's going to pull it down and run. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Holstein. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The pickup is 6. Makes it third down and 4. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points.
Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll look to throw it here on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down here for this offense. To throw, it's Ayamaleva. Fires it to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. He steps out of bounds after the interception, and that will be the final play of the game. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.